I wanted was an S class, yeah. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Tune in, sex, love, and plastic. Sex, love, and plastic. Sex, love, and plastic, alright? We're just talking that shit on this podcast.
You already know the fucking vibes. Welcome to another episode of Sex, Love, and Plastic. I'm your host, Jazz, better known as J De Niro 21. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter at DaddyJazz21. And make sure you follow the Sex, Love, and Plastic Instagram page. We take y'all suggestions, y'all comment topics y'all want us to talk about, questions y'all want us to ask. Hit us all in the DM for that. And today I got a special guest. Please let the people know your name, your handles, where they can find you, and what you got going on, what you do.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Stacey Price. My podcast is Price on Purpose. You can follow me on social media at Price on Purpose. That's Price with a Y. And I don't even know how to introduce myself, to tell you the truth. But I do podcasting, social media, comedy. I'm just here.
Tell the people how old you are, where you from. Tell them everything.
Oh, my ASL? Like,
yeah,
we taking it back?
Yeah. AOL, BBM days. Let them know everything.
BBM? Nah, well, if you really do want to know, I'm 38. Okay. I live out on Long Island. I'm just here. I really have no intro. Check me out on LinkedIn. I don't know.
And hit my LinkedIn.
Hit my LinkedIn.
Yeah. So today, we're going to talk about interracial dating. Now, when I was in high school, I used to have a criteria, and this was before I knew better. And trust me now, I do better because I know better now. But I only used to be like, I only want to date Spanish girls, nobody else. Like, I was so set on Spanish girls, nobody couldn't tell me nothing. Then one time I was dating this Spanish girl. I talked about her on the show already. If y'all remember what this is,
take it back.
Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Oh, snap.
But anyway, while I was dating her, there was another girl that was on my basketball team. I don't want to say her name because she got kids now, but she was biracial. She was white and black. And when I tell you I was in love with this girl, I would give her a girlfriend. I was so in love with this girl. I used to cheat on my girlfriend with her. I was acting real bad because of her. So, times changed. After her, it was never nobody else. I went back to Spanish only until I got on my black don't crack. Now, once I got me a black girl, y'all, I never, ever, ever went back. Now I still got a preference. It's black.
Blacker than the blackest.
So I say all that to say, you're in a biracial relationship. Am I correct?
Yes, that's what you want to call it.
Please tell me.
She's whiter than snow.
Yes. So we call that we gonna call that as biracial as you can get. And from being out here, from what I see, I know that the show is you mainly always from my point of view. When you see lesbian couples, you only usually see white on white. Well, in the city.
If you talk about out here,
usually stick with your race. So the white people date the white people. The black people date the black people, but they dibble and dabble with the Spanish too. But the Spanish people date the Spanish people. Like everybody kind of stays in a box. So I want to know with you, is this like your first experience, or have you always been open to dating outside of your race?
That's a good question. I've always been open to other cultures or backgrounds, or whether we talk about color. Absolutely, I've always been open. I guess I wasn't in the space for that, in a sense. Anytime like I would interact with a woman, it was usually I'm in my corner, you come talk to me, all right. And then what I was attracting was black women or Spanish women. So I was just like, all right, cool. So now this is a whole different ball game for me because I didn't even know she was looking my way. To tell you the truth, I didn't even know.
So how did y'all even meet each other? What was the encounter like?
We worked together.
Okay.
She's my human resources manager.
Oh.
How you doing?
Okay.
So we worked together and we started off as friends. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't even thinking about a relationship at the time. And I think we just started to connect and realize that we had a lot of similarities and even shows we watched. And I think for me in the time of my life when I met her, so we've been together, I think about, it's going to be 4 years. So this is the first time I'm really connecting with someone that we have similar values and principles.
Okay.
Because I think for me before it was that, it was more visual stimulation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, oh, damn girl,
yeah.
Not and she's gorgeous, but I think that was just as far as I understood it. And I think for me, it was, I started to know myself more. I started to feel more secure in who I was. So usually what happens is as you get more secure in yourself, you're going to attract a certain type of energy. So praise God, it aligned with her, and that's how it blossomed.
Now, I know you said 4 years. I got a question. Within this 4 years, how was like the process? Because I don't want to assume. Okay. But I know you said she's white. Is her friends primarily white too?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I can ask my question.
The Rockettes. That's what I call them.
The Rockettes. So when you guys were introducing each other to each other's friends, were their reaction different than your friends' reactions? Like, what was that like?
Yeah.
Please tell us.
We might have to leave that for another day, maybe off the record. But it was definitely a different experience. So what I'll say is this is the blanket statement. The more you start to sit in your values and principles and understand what you are called to do, not everything gonna move with you. That's my answer.
All right. Listen, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, go get a dictionary.
Look it up in Encyclopedia Britannica.
Go look it up. All right. So as far as everything else goes, I know you said y'all have a lot in common.
Yes.
How is it? Is it different communicating with her than it is with people of different races?
Not necessarily in a sense, but I'm first generation American as far as from my parents are born and raised in Jamaica.
Okay.
So there's certain things that culturally, like, I'm familiar with that she just doesn't do or cook, or you know what I mean? So, I had to like let her into that space. And this is the beauty of dating somebody that is outside of what you're used to or outside of your cultural understanding. Like, it's like a whole other world is open to you now, because I don't know, like certain things, like, what was it? I was telling one of her friends, I was like, yo, I just had a macaroon the other day. And she's just like, yo, what are you saying? Like, macaroons are like everywhere. I'm like, I didn't know that this was a thing. Like, I'm Jamaican. Like, where am I going with a macaroon? Not to say that Jamaicans don't eat macaroons.
Yeah.
But there's just certain things that I just wasn't exposed to.
We don't commonly eat that.
Or meatloaf, or,
Like the first time I ever got a macaroon, I was on 42nd Street in the train station, and I was just wanted something to snack on, and I seen they had like a little bakery, and I went in there and I tried it. They were really good.
They're great.
That's what I was like, yeah, I got to start opening my horizons, because stuff be good, but I just be scared because I'm not familiar, and that's what it is. When you unfamiliar with shit, you will not try that shit.
Exactly.
You don't want to give it no chances.
I don't know what it is.
And
exactly.
Not the meatloaf. Meatloaf is black people, West Indian people that make meatloaf.
I never had it.
Oh, which I was eating?
That was curry goat, rice on peas,
ackee and saltfish.
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
that was making
plantain, breadfruit, things like that.
Making your own festival and all that. Yeah. You know how to make all that from scratch?
Some of it, yes.
I need a recipe. All right, we're going to get into that another time.
Don't worry.
You said food.
So, what are you going to say? What are you going to say? I feel like I know what you're going to say.
You said food first.
Chicken.
You said food first. So, thanks to TikTok, everybody can be a chef nowadays. But how is the food? Does she cook?
I'm going to say this, all right? So the funny thing is, one of the first times I went to her place, okay, I never had anybody cook for me like this before. Like, I'm talking, like, she had all these like dishes, like she like laid it out like in this like fan type of dish, like with vegetables and dips and this and that, and like her presentation is insane.
What, she was over there making mashed charcuterie boards and all that?
Yeah, like
she was getting it on.
Okay. Like, it was just like, I was just like, oh my god, it's so like like I was actually surprised because I've never been treated this way before. I was like, who is somebody else? And she's like, no, it's for us. I was like, oh, okay. This is a different type of Netflix and chill situation. But yeah, she's a great cook.
Because what's the taste buds looking like? You know, they say like white people like to, what they said, they put raisins in their potato salad.
She's never made potato salad.
Okay, so it's some things you have.
So I don't know about that.
But the fried chicken, it was seasoned. That's my I guess that's what I really want to ask. Is the food seasoned?
She could cook chicken. I even told her how to make curry chicken. She can make curry chicken.
All right, so she in the book. She a fast learner. She learned it.
Yeah, she's very patient. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like as far as values and principles, like she is somebody that she understands that we are from different cultural backgrounds. She gets it, but she is somebody that is patient and willing to understand and to make sure that I'm happy. And that's why communication is important, because if she makes a mistake or so, it's like, okay, well, help me understand what I need to do. She's that type of person.
So my next thing is, what about the convos? Like as far as like the lingo. So does she sit like you? I'm like it's stereotypical, and I'm sorry that it's like that. But you know they be like white people say like gosh darn it, like they just be saying like the whitest shit ever. Like
well, what does she say? Oh my god, there is something she said. I can't think of it right now off the top of my head, but in the beginning, I was just like, are you upset? Is that your version of being upset? Like I'm unable to comprehend, because me, it goes down totally differently with when my accent come out and I'm upset.
Because that's what I was about to say. I'm about to say, because you get angry and the like patois come out and she's like dumbfounded, like what the hell are you saying?
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny because she tries to like mimic me, and it definitely doesn't translate authentically, but it's actually kind of funny. She's like bumbo clots.
No, please tell me she don't say it like that. Oh,
she'd be like, what the bumbo clots? I'm like, babe, stop. She's kidding. She's messing around.
I know. But it's so cute to you.
Funny.
I know it's cute. I know you think it's cute.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I know you think it's so cute. I know you be looking at her like, oh, my poor baby.
I was like, you tried.
My poor baby. You almost got it.
She's working. She's working on it.
So has she stole any of your dialect, your lingo?
Well, she says interesting a lot now, because I say that. Like when I just have nothing else to say, as far as, say somebody tells you something and you're just like, wow, that's, I just say interesting. So she goes, interesting. And I'm like, you stole that from me.
Oh man, I thought she was going to steal some ratchet shit.
Oh no,
she's not even doing. She's not going that route with it.
She's not there with it. She's not there. But I'm not really like that either.
Okay.
I'm not really like that either. Look, I'm from the suburbs. Like I don't.
You can still from the burbs. You said your family. You first generation American. Yeah. Your family is from the island. You don't have to be from the hood to know what the fuck is going on with
but listen, like I was mentioning before, I grew up watching Cheers, Murphy Brown. Okay, listen, it took me a while to even get to Martin. Like that was like a new concept for me. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't really
flag on the plate. Wait a goddamn
don't
minute.
Take my black card. Don't take my black card.
It might have to be temporarily revoked.
Can I get it?
Because Martin, you watch goddamn Cheers. Did you watch Bill Cosby? Did you watch Family Matters? Did you watch Steve Urkel?
Okay, yes. I watched Family Matters.
Did you watch Parenthood? No, you wasn't on that one?
Wait,
with Robert Townsend?
Yes. I did watch Parenthood.
You watch In the House with LL Cool J?
Sometimes.
All right, you might still have your card. Did you catch up on Martin though? Did you catch up on all of Martin?
Okay, I saw the episode where Cole was cutting his toenail.
That's it. And you can't say you lost already. You can't say I saw the episode. That is singular. You tripping. You should have just said, yeah, I caught up.
I remember what's her name? Like
what's her name?
No, never mind. No, you don't take my card away.
Yeah, just forget it. Did you watch Fresh Prince?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, maybe you Martin is like a staple.
I know.
Maybe you and your girl should sit down and watch that. What do y'all like? Because you said y'all got things in common. What is y'all things like? Because don't get me wrong, I get down with those. You know what I'm saying. I used to watch the Real OC and stuff like that.
Little Seventh Heaven.
I watched Seventh Heaven.
Step by Step.
No, I didn't watch Step by Step.
See?
No.
Full House.
No. A little bit of Full House.
Okay,
I currently watch Full House on the rerun, on the rerun or two.
Okay.
Hannah Montana. Can't get no better than Hannah Montana.
Okay,
I done
really
seen
watch
every
Hannah
episode
Montana.
of Hannah. I seen everything. The movie down to the movie.
Spice Girls.
I seen Spice Girls, the movie, and I had the albums, and I had the lollipops when they used to have their own blow pops. They was real. They was really, really. But what do you guys have in common? Like, if y'all was to sit down right now, and y'all was to Netflix and chill, what is y'all top 3 shows? And don't say like Stranger Things, and don't say House Hunters, and don't say like Queen Charlotte or anything like that.
I ain't got nothing to say then.
So those are the shows.
So we usually watch House Hunters, and so our TV experiences are a little different because I'm more of a deep thinker. Okay, so I watch things like Inception, Interstellar, like those are my things.
Okay.
But she likes to watch murder. Like somebody has to die.
I might be with her on that one because
somebody has to die, and I'm like, why somebody gotta die? She'd be like, yo, but they found him. I'm like, okay. All right.
I'm not gonna lie. I have developed. I used to be only, believe it or not, love movies. I don't care if they was the cheesiest. Like Notebook, yeah.
Oh, shit,
my favorite movie in the whole wide world, number 1, is the cheesiest shit ever. A Walk to Remember. If I ever seen that with Mandy Moore, y'all know what I'm talking about. But that's my favorite movie in the whole world. I could watch that a million times. I could cry a million times the same way. You never heard of that? No. Your girl might like that.
She probably has it.
But listen. This is what it's about. It's about white girl. Mandy Moore is the main character, and she's a church girl, and she starts like tutoring the bad boy of the school. She's the preacher daughter. She's the church girl, the good girl, the virgin. He ends up falling in love with her. Finds out that she got like some type of terminal cancer. She gonna die.
This sounds familiar.
Just give it a watch when y'all get a chance. It's so good. Like I said, my favorite movie all the time. But then, as I got older, and as Law and Order, SVU, and Criminal Minds took over my brain cells, I go out of my way to find any type of true crime documentary. I love documentaries. I can watch a documentary about anything. I don't care what it's about.
Did you see the one with Robert Durst on HBO?
No, what's that? See, I gotta get off. I'm only be on Netflix and Hulu. I gotta get off.
You gotta get on HBO. Robert Durst. It's an insane documentary. Long story short, this guy was like straight up killing people, and he was just like, I don't know where they went.
Oh no, my God!
But the thing, I mean, I can't tell you.
Yeah, don't give it away. I'm gonna give it a watch. I'm gonna say I call it the married people show because I watch zombie house flips. Stuff like that. Like, that's what you do with your girlfriend. So that's what y'all on. Y'all on the house renovation shows. Exactly. Let's redo it.
Oh, like, don't you want to, like, redo a house together?
Yeah, DIY. Okay, all right. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, so you got you a real Caucasian. Oh,
you said a real Caucasian.
Because, some of them be, like, having almost invited to the cookout type situation.
Yes, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So,
but
some of them.
The thing is, like, if you gonna go white, like, go
white, niggas. If you gonna go white,
go all the way.
Go white, do it right.
Yeah, like go all the way, like go all the way.
So all right, so for those people out there who may have like somebody and they like, yo, I don't know, a different race. I don't know if this is gonna work out. Well, how would you tell them? What advice would you give them as far as like taking a chance and shooting a shot?
You know what it is like. Just naturally as a human, you're going to kind of resist things that are different. But if there is some level of interest, why not find out and explore it?
Yeah.
Like, why not? Because it's not about, like, these things like culture, race, like, all these things, like, those are just, like, I don't know. I call them, like, fake barriers. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you can't connect with someone. Yeah. At the end of the day, we're all human. It could even be somebody that speaks a different language than you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, when you're connected, you're drawn to somebody for a reason. Find out why.
That's it, and that's all. Give it a chance.
Give it a chance.
All right. You got any other advice for any? Because we a little more seasoned. I got a lot of youngins who watch, and I'm not that old neither. I just hit the 30 team, so I'm happy to be down and all that.
Welcome to the team.
Any advice you would give to like the younger kids, just coming up, just about living their lives and living in their journeys?
I mean, in the avenue of like relationships, or just in general.
In general.
In general, you're just try and be yourself. by any means necessary. Go through learning who you are, be patient with that, don't rush it. Everybody's going to tell you what lane to drive in. You know deep down in your gut what lane you should be in. Follow it. You're going to have questions, only you can answer it. Sit with yourself and answer it. Connect with the divine. Really sit with yourself and understand why you're called to do certain things. And there's going to be certain things that you'd be like, okay, I resist this. Like, find out why, and then be like, okay, well, that's not my avenue. Everybody has a path. Everybody. Follow it.
Follow your path. You already know.
That's it.
So that's it, y'all. That was another episode of Sex, Love, and Plastic, and we see y'all soon. Y'all know the fucking vibes.